I want to introduce a building program that we're starting in the church very quickly. For the next 10 months, February through November, we're going to be doing a program called 10 by 10. I know that's a very creative and imaginative title, isn't it? 10 months, 10 things, okay, 10 by 10. And what we're going to be doing in a very simple way is that we're going to be laying out for all of you materials and techniques, and inviting you to make choices about them. So let me illustrate. Next month, starting the first Sunday of February, we're going to focus on prayer. Prayer is the material we're going to present. We all know prayer is a means of grace. It's an amazing spiritual discipline. And so for the 4 Sundays of February, I'm going to be talking about 4 different techniques that you can use to employ this material to build and deepen your relationship with God. I'm going to be talking one Sunday about personal prayer and how personal prayer strengthens our relationship with God. I'm going to be talking about opportunities every day that you have to pray, that you may or may not exercise. We are a family that prays before we eat. You may or may not be that person, but it's an opportunity to be able to do that. You may not pray in the morning, you could. You praying in the evening, you could. There are so many different ways. Teresa and I, we always pray together before we start off on a long trip. And we just do things like that. And you think, yeah, but you're the preacher. Well, you don't have to be a preacher to do this stuff, though. It's just about taking advantage of all the experiences that are part of your life all of the time and saying, hey, I'm going to step it up a notch. I'm going to tell you a technique how to invest prayer more in your life, and you don't have to do anything different than what you're doing right now. It's just taking advantage of your life and seeing the opportunities that are there to do that. We're going to talk about praying out loud and praying with other individuals. You know, I know a lot of you here. I know a lot of you have family, you have children, you have grandchildren. What I want, maybe I'll say it the other way, what I don't want is for any one of you to ever be in a situation where you feel the urge to pray with someone you love, but you're afraid to do it because you don't feel confident in it. I don't ever want that to be your experience. I don't ever want you to sit there sweating bullets because I don't feel confident to do this. So I'm going to hold a workshop called Praying Out Loud. And I'm not going to make you feel comfortable, but I hope I make you feel confident that you will be able to do this and not make a fool of yourself. That's the whole goal, that I can do this and I won't make a fool of myself in the midst of that. And I believe that, so I'm more likely to invest myself and do it. We're going to talk about prayer and worship. We're going to talk about prayer in a lot of different ways. But you can see what we're talking about. Taking a base material, prayer, and saying, try this technique, try this technique, try this technique. And all of that, if you choose, will deepen and grow your relationship with God. The month of March is in the middle of Lent. We're going to be talking about fasting, not a spiritual discipline we use a lot. But I'm, again, going to share techniques with you, how to use it in our everyday lives in such a way that it deepens our relationship with God, that it grows us and moves us into a deeper relationship. And then, in the month of April, we're going to be reading Scripture together. The plan is to present each and every one of you with one of these, and this is an illuminated spiritual journal. So it's real simple. It's the Gospel of Luke, and you think, well, that's really thick. Well, it's because every other page is blank, okay? So, hey, the reading program is this. The month of April, read the Gospel of Luke. There are 24 chapters in the Gospel of Luke. There are 30 days in the month of March. I don't think it's going to overwork any of us to read a chapter a day or close to that in order to get done with the gospel. Those of you who are online this morning, when we're handing these out, if you want one of these, you get a hold of us, let us know. We will provide that for you. We will send that to you so you can do this right along with us. And then what we're going to do is we're going to talk about that. And I'm going to be sharing ways every week that this book comes alive. And you see how it connects with me, it connects with my life. And so scripture reading is not just something to be done, but it's a resource to be used in order to grow and to deepen our relationship with God. But a lot of it's about choices. You know, you can go through this next 10 months and basically choose to blow the whole thing off. And you can come and sit through worship and not do any of the other things, and that's fine. That's a choice. And at the end of 10 months, you'll be about where you are. But if you make a different choice, if you make a choice to use this, to apply these techniques, to use the base material, if you look at this as an opportunity, then I will guarantee you at the end of 10 months, you'll be in a different relationship with God than you are right now. It will be deeper, it will be stronger, it will be more meaningful to you than it ever has been in your life. That's what we're offering. So, we're building together. We're building together. You're building me, I'm building you. And over the next 10 months, that's what we're going to be celebrating. That's what we're going to be doing. That's how we're going to be participating together in what I call this great adventure of being a follower of Jesus Christ. I hope you buy in, at least a part of it. I hope you can find the excitement, the adventure in some of it, that it will offer you this opportunity to share and to grow and to deepen the relationship you have with God through Jesus Christ.